It is Char from Char's Fascination. I have you in the cupboard. Why? Because I was taking out ingredients to make. Now we're going to brew up some healing broth today for all of you out there that are having congestive problem and plain just don't feel well because it's flu season anyway. That's all it's been. So anyway, you need one pot. A kitten over there waiting. Okay, and you need 2 waters, some either, and I use Better Than Bouillon, so you can either use the vegetable stock. If they didn't have the chicken stock, I do recommend that one as well, and the roast beef stock. Also, you might think this is weird, but it's not. It does help. Turmeric, unless you're allergic. Curry, yellow curry to be specific, unless you're allergic, you can leave those out. Some people are allergic. Then you need not that much butter. I will be showing you this during the video. You need horseradish, creamy horseradish to be specific. And I'm almost out of mine, so I had to turn it upside down, which is fine. And balsamic vinegar. Yes. This and this. And broth stock. Now you might think that it's weird that we use butter in this, but it helps to calm down the balsamic, in which I will be showing you that in this video momentarily. So let's get one of these open. I'm gonna go with this one today, the beef. I love it. I love all of these, but we are going with the beef stock today. So let me get that open. Now that I have you over here, we turn this on to a medium heat. Pour in both water. These are like really filled bottles of water for some reason. I don't mind that. It makes it extra great for our cooking today. Because like I said, we're just going to brew up the good stuff for all of you out there that need it. Oh, one ingredient that I did forget. Let me go get the garlic. I always add garlic to this because garlic helps to boost the immune system. Indeed it does. So let me go get that. Now what we want to do here is let the water come to a good steam before we put in the broth stock. So this broth stock is very important. That's also why I have a lid and a kitten. You can see him right here. Hi kitten, say hi kitten. He is funny. I don't normally let him be on the counter when I'm cooking, but it is funny that he will sit there when I'm cooking and not touch the stove, because I've taught him don't touch the stove. Your paws will get an ouchie. And he's actually quite funny about that. See, he's being all patient. Kitten, kitten, come here, baby. Come here. No, you're not in trouble. He's confused. Come here. He's a good kitty when he wants to be. You saw that he's giving catitude. But anyway, we're going to let this come to that steam. And then after that is when we add in our broth stock. Now, why do I have 2 spoons? Well, I scoop with one and I bring it off with the other. Am I worried about dirtying this? No, the dishwasher's empty. So, let's let this come to a nice steam and we'll be right back. Now, something that some people ask, what is the other benefits of this particular broth, is not only does it open up your airways and your sinuses so that you can breathe, because that's part of your airways. It also helps with, because of the benefits of the balsamic that goes in this. I've said this with everything that I cook with balsamic. It is a fat burner. People need calories in their diet in order to be able to lose weight. Now, if you're not adding these calories in, that doesn't help you. What you're doing is starving your body. Never starve your body from calories. I know doctors are always like, oh, don't eat too many calories. Well, if you don't eat calories, how are you going to have the energy to burn calories for your daily energy? And I know that makes sense. It makes sense to me. I still do my stretches in the morning. Sometimes I can't lift my arms all the way, so I just like lift them as far as I can, turn my hands and lift again. And that is one way that you can keep the chicken flap away. This is so essential for anyone to be able to do that, and then just like bring your arms forward and back. And that'll also help you pop your back, by the way, if you have arthritis right there, like I do. That does help with the arthritis. So keeping that in mind, when you're making something like this, which we are going to, ooh, guess what time it is? It's boiling. Just come into that steam that we want. All right, I'm gonna tell you, to speed up the process, I did turn it up. Now I'm just gonna turn it back down to medium. We are going to add this in. Now I use the back of the spoon. You might think that's weird. It's not, actually. And just take the other spoon, the back of that, and take it right off. Now you could, in a pan like this, which has no Teflon on the bottom of it, go ahead and take it like that and stir that. Now, we're not just doing one spoon, and since this one's hot, I'm not going to dip it back in there for the broth stock. We just take that and do the same thing. Am I worried about how much of this that I use? No, I'm not. And why? Because these were on sale and I got 2 of each. So I do leave stuff on the shelf for other people. So stir that really good until you know. Now, really, I will be using this, but that's when I add in the other ingredients, in which this is how I will do this. Since this is nice and steamy already, add in your turmeric, 3 times a charm. Add in your yellow curry. Like I said, if you're allergic to these ingredients, you don't have to use it. Now, these are really good for digestive and inflammation. If you have chronic inflammation, like myself, from arthritis, that does help you. Now, stir that in. Oil. Toil and bubble. Make all that ails you be no more a struggle. Now, here's the thing about like that little hole right here at the end of your pan. If you have not a thick handle like that, you can put that in there and rest it forward after you get your ingredients in. So the next ingredient that we're going to put in real quick. Now, this is the garlic that I get from Aldi. Most of the ingredients I'm using here, except for the horseradish, those 2 spices, and the bouillon, the rest of my ingredients come from Aldi. Great place to shop on a budget. And that many. I really love garlic. Like I said, it's good for you. That's also another ingredient that helps you with inflammation. And a lot of people don't think about this, that you can have that in there. Now with this part, You want to stir it for a few minutes to make sure that all you're down to really in this is having like a few little garlic chunkies in there. So that is no big deal to have that. My friend's trying to keep the dog from one. It's funny. Now, what we're going to do now is go ahead, let this simmer for about 2 minutes. Dose. Okay? So set your timer. 2 minutes. And we'll be right back. Now that 2 minutes has really passed in my time, we take the lid off. So that's essential. Oh my gosh, that already smells fantabulous. Stir it before you put in your butter. You're putting in 3 thick pats of butter, which in today's world is actually 3 pats of butter. I have already cut those. And I just put those in carefully because you want to make sure that doesn't splash you. Okay? Definitely make sure it does not splash you. Now you can turn your medium down to a 4 or a 5 for medium. Now, there's going to still be like a little chunky of butter in there when you go to put in the horseradish. Now we're doing this on purpose because this really, are we speaking Scooby today? Ruh-roh. So, like I said, because like I'm almost out of this horseradish, it would really take not that much. I'm going to say 3 plops of horseradish in your broth. But that's really about what we have left anyway. So it's like scoop that out of your lid. Do not let your horseradish go into the trash. That would be trashy. Yeah, never waste food. So, yeah, I have to buy a new thing of horseradish. But I'm not mad at that. It's okay. I know I needed to get more. Now, you want to stir that in until that little piece of butter is almost gone. Okay. This point right here, to stir that a little bit before we put in our last ingredient, which is the balsamic vinegar. You are going to see bits of the horseradish and the garlic in there. You really want that. It's really good. And I know there's a little glitch in the video. I ran out of room. But now that we've got this boiling like this, and this has also been boiling like this for 2 minutes, we are now going to add in some other magic. 1, 2, 3. That's all you need. And just the broth stock. Now, if we were doing the healing soup, which you guys know I will get to, I would add in 6 instead of just 3. Now what we're going to do is stir this like I'm doing soup for the sick ones. Yeah. It's just really nice. Your house will smell so good with this. Now, like I said, most of my ingredients came from Aldi. You can save money. This is not a paid promo with them, but you can also use the Fetch Rewards with your Aldi receipts or receipts from a lot of stores, and they give you rewards points for stuff. So we're going to go ahead, turn that back on medium, and we will be back with the finished product. It's boiling for 3 minutes. I know you can see me on the lid. You want to bring it to this lovely boil here. I do have it on medium. We've let this boil for 3 minutes exactly, because we've done 3s today. So what we have here for a choice is a bowl or a cup. Yes, they match. They came in a set. So that is your choice for this. For some lovely brewed goodness, you can keep this on low for a while if you like. Like I said, there's two ways that you can do this. You can put it either in a bowl or in a cup. Personally, I like to put it in a cup because I'm drinking it. Don't mind me, I have this OCD reasoning of check the cup. So fill it to your liking. Normally, I like to fill it. So now that it's filled up, and yes, I did switch to the ladle because you need that for this. So I have that on low. Put your lid back on, that's important. Now that we are over here at the table, don't forget to have water. You always need to hydrate yourself. Now remember, you can let this cool down a bit, or you can go ahead and just blow on it to cool it off. Oh my gosh, I know I'll be breathing good today. Wearing this whole face cover thing, we could have a little talk up here. Wearing this whole face covering thing really hurts both of my hearts, and it doesn't help my epilepsy any. So something kept clogging up my phone, but I think we know. Anyway, this does help with everything, like I was saying, bronchial pneumonia. If you have the flu, if you have a cold, this will help clear that up. I have never had any problems when I have not felt like all up to par, even with, all right, yes, I'm wearing my witchy cat earring. Brought to you by Izzy B Creations, where you can use discount code SHARS10, all in caps, and the number 10 at the end of that, for 10% off your entire purchase at any time. She has some really cool, neat stuff that she just has in. So, yes, like I was saying, this is really beneficial to help your health. And I know a lot of people have done bone broth. I figure, why buy something that you don't know has maybe a lot of sodium in it when you can make your own? The butter I use is unsalted. You saw all my other ingredients. I did want to make sure I said that to you so that you know. And I want everybody out there that might like to try this to give it a try and stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. Yes, I did shut that door. There is actually a door that separates that part of the house from in here. So yes, definitely do that. Bon appetit without the bone and salt. And make yourself feel better today. And I will see you guys in the next one.